Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So today I want to show you how to create interactive bar chart inside Axure using repeaters and obviously the data tables of the repeaters. So if you're interested, as usual, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, put a like, a comment, and that's it. Let's get started. So what we can see here on screen is actually our bar chart, right? And is one of the items that we are going to put inside the repeater that should be repeated, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is to select actually these items. So our bar chart, the lines, this label, etc. So I'm going to put it inside the repeater with right click, create repeater. That's it. So I'm going on the layout, putting it here horizontally, and voila, you see, we already have it. Easy, no? No, I'm kidding. So I'm going, so now in the data repeater table, I'm going to delete all the columns that I don't need. So I'm going to delete this, and this. Actually here, this is the label here. And what I need is just actually the background. I don't need it. I can delete this. Okay, so we have the bar. So the bar basically it's this. And why I need this? Because here I'm going to put actually inside the bar the value that I want to show, right? And this is where also I will pick the value so that basically the height of this bar will change accordingly to the value. That's it. So for example, for the first one I put 400, the second one will be 150, and I don't know, the other one will be like, I don't know, 350, right? So why is like that? This is because actually I have something wrong here. So here we are like this. Okay. As you can see, of course, you don't see anything here of correct, because I mean, we didn't put any formula that gives us the possibility to change dynamically the height of this bar based on the value that we have here in the data table. So let's go and do it. So first thing first, we have to go on the repeater, and in the direction, we're going to say on item loaded. What I'm going to do is to set the size of my bar with what? So first of all, the width will be target.width. This is quite simple because .width, because actually I don't want to change the width. So if I put target.width, it means that it is going to take our target width, that is our bar, so the value of our bar, and it will put it there. So it will never change, right? And that's it. So for the height here is the tricky part, right? The value will be what? First thing is item.bar. Okay, so item.bar is basically the value that we have here inside these columns. That should be divided by what? The max value. So here is basically the value that we have inside this input fields. Actually, this input field can be hidden, can be in whatever part of the screen. We don't need this to be visible, right? So the item.bar, so this value should be divided by a max value, right? So I will create a local variable that I will call max value. It actually is the text on widget max value. It is actually exactly this input field, right? So I'm placing basically now the local variable item.bar divided by max value. Now, what we have to do after that is to multiply this by a new local variable that is, we can call it bar, that is now the widget bar. and I'm going to take this new local variable, that is bar, and I'm going to say bar dot y plus bar dot width dot height, right? So basically I'm taking what the y coordinates of our bar plus the bar height, and actually that's it. Actually that's it. It's finished, right? So now the only thing that we have to do is to change the anchor. That should be this is really important, because otherwise you will see things that goes down instead of going up. So basically we will put the anchor here at the bottom, and should work, right? So actually what I am going to see now is the first one that should arrive up to the top. The second one that should arrive here, right, between 200 and 100, and the third one, that is 350, that should be between 300 and 400. Let's go in preview to see how it looks like. Voila! You see? So basically we're taking actually the value, okay, or in the data repeaters, and we're saying to Axure to change the height of this bar based on the value that we have inside the data table. It's amazing. It's amazing. So this is how to create basically dynamic bar chart, right? But how does it work exactly? The calculation from Axure regarding actually the height of this bar, right? So how this is calculated, right? So basically it's based on the height of the repeater itself, right? So whatever is inside the repeater, so the height of the repeater itself, will be divided by the max value. So it's based on the 0 y coordinate of this bar. So basically this is the bottom, and this should be 400 pixels, right? So this is the part that is taken into account. So basically these 400 pixels are divided by 400 and then multiplied basically to the value that we have inside the data repeater. Seems tricky, but actually it's not. For example, if I say that the max value is 40, right, we will have a problem here, right? Because actually the values are much higher, right? So if we go in preview here, you will see that you know that this bars goes up. Instead, if we do it with the 4,000, right, will be divided 4,000 times, right? And so in fact, if we go in preview here now, as you can see, so 400 are 1/10 of the maximum height, right, of this. So this is how basically Axure calculates the real height of this bar. I hope it's clear. Actually it seems confusing, but actually it's quite simple to understand. And so also this video is finished. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something new from me. As usual, what I ask you is to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, put a like, a comment, and see you in the next video. Bye.